Good morning all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, May 9th. We're looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So after M's dramatic pullback late in the day yesterday, we've spent basically a little different in ES and NQ. ES spent the bulk of the overnight below yesterday's half back. NQ spent the bulk of it above half back. Wide overnight POCs 19 in ES, 17 in NQ. Again, sometimes M period is a good precursor to the next day. Sometimes it's meaningless and you have to trade it for what it's worth going forward. So on Wednesday, it was absolutely a good guide because we gapped high yesterday. And even though we pulled back, we held the base of that price probe all day. Now, we'll see today in M period. Now, that one was more important because it was a price probe. This one is totally inside of the day's range and value. So I expect a lot of chop. Remember, ES went out with just the day's highs and low. It did have an 8-wide point of control. Remember, all the business was done up here. Same with NQ. NQ is 9-wide, and all the business done up here. So we'll see if we migrate back to that area. For sure, the bulls want to defend yesterday's low. They just put the daily up. I don't think they would want to give it back in ES, right? So yesterday's low is a huge level to defend, which means if we ought to pull back, you could try to front run the overnight low out below it, because if they get it, odds are they will get yesterday's low, especially in ES. NQ is further away. Plus value would be overlapping to lower possibly at that point. On the flip side, if we go and get the overnight high, eventually we should go up to where we spent all the happy time, right? That was their happy place. And same with NQ to get their POC and their volume POC. So that's why the overnights are so important. If we do get the overnight high, then again, remember, we're going to be opening, most likely, there's still a lot of time, but a good chance in balance and value. That is by far the worst of your risk-reward trades. So you might have to wait. You might have to wait for MGI to, right? Wait for the profile to paint its picture, start painting its picture today. Righty, remember, held the trend day yesterday. They held it. They held single prints in E and in D. So M's low is the low end of the upper distribution. They were also 9 wide. So right now they're in the upper distribution, which is positive. They had a very wide overnight inside the single prints. All right? Look where all their volume was done. Look at that. All of it up here. Nothing even close below half back. So we'll see if the bulls try to go back to those levels. It will be interesting. There's nothing out today except I think 4,000 Fed speakers. To me, they're all meaningless unless it's Powell. And of course, you always have to be aware of Trump tweeting out. Does not make our job any more accommodating, that's for sure. I will recap all of these charts tonight from top to bottom. For now, I'm calling the daily up, even with that indecisive candle in the ES. We're still below the 200 and above the 50. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Good luck trading today. We will recap the day and the week at 4 p.m.